The city of Bristow is celebrating the Western way of life by bringing a popular festival back to town. Bristow Western Heritage Days is Saturday. Two of the organizers, Kristen Weaver and Susan Banks, are here with us this morning to talk all about the event. So thank you both, of course, for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
You're 2 days away from Western Heritage Days, and this is something that has a rich history in Bristow. We've got some pictures from past events that we'll show you throughout this segment, but talk a little bit about that history.
Well, from the 1960s until just a few years ago, it was our #1 festival in town, and the whole community got involved and came out to celebrate Western Heritage Days. After it kind of fizzled out, Susan and I, along with our friend Kira Varner, got together and said, we need to bring this back and bring it back in a big way.
And that's what you're doing here. I'm sure for folks who are from Bristow, you think back to some of your fun times growing up, and Western Heritage Days was probably one of those memories, right?
It was our favorite weekend of the summer. I can remember the carnival. I can remember all the livestock. I remember the rodeo. We just couldn't let Bristow go any longer without it.
So it's really cool. You have a cattle drive that goes through downtown. That's at 10 o'clock Saturday morning, folks. So if you want to be there, you probably want to get there early. But how can people get involved to make sure they see that?
So come downtown, find a parking spot, and walk up to Main Street. The /O Longhorns from Woodward, Oklahoma are going to be in town. They're going to come down Main Street, lead the parade, and we also have some other notable people in the parade that day.
Okay, so how many head of cattle are we expecting?
I'm not for sure how many they're going to bring. I know it's a long drive for them, but it's going to be a big show.
Is it, describe what it's like there on Main Street. I mean, we've got some pictures here of the cattle just coming down. Is it what you see, you know, sometimes down in Fort Worth, kind of like at the stockyards?
It's going to be similar, and of course the Longhorns have huge horn spans, so they're going to be coming down the way. We're also going to have vendors on either side of the street with food, with selling crafts, art, boutique type items. So Main Street's going to be packed. Come down and get a spot and watch the parade.
It sounds like a blast, and I know you've got a lot of other things happening. It doesn't just end there with the cattle drive. You've got the Commanding General's mounted color guard coming to town, and you talked about that being a really big deal as well.
They're coming all the way from Fort Riley, Kansas, and they will be dressed in their traditional cavalry uniforms from the Old West style Army days. And they're also going to set up an encampment in town with their horses. They're going to have their covered wagon, their mules, and they'll be performing at the rodeo on Friday and Saturday night with cavalry techniques and agility with their horses. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I see in the pictures there. It looks so cool. And this is a rodeo weekend as well. Susan, talk about some of the things happening at the rodeo. It's Friday and Saturday.
Yes, Friday and Saturday night, 8 p.m. We will kick off with the sheep riding, mutton busting for the kids, 6 and under, I believe, and then the Commanding General around 7:30 will perform before the rodeo. So
when the festival, the parade is obviously downtown Bristow. Where is everything happening? Like for the rest of the day, say you can't make it to the parade, how do you see some of the other stuff? The world's tallest cowboy, you've got music, you've got beer tent, lots of fun.
That's right, that's right. So on Saturday from 9 to 3 on Main Street, we'll have the festival. All the vendors, the beer tent, we've got Chris Matthews on the performance stage. The Express Clydesdales are coming through the parade and will also be set up for you to meet and greet them after the parade. But all along Main Street from 9 to 3, carnival rides, all the fun, and then the rodeo is at the rodeo grounds, the arena, on Friday and Saturday night.
Perfect. We've got the full screen there so you can kind of see the rundown of all of the events. It gets going on Saturday morning. About 10 o'clock is when the cattle drive is, but you can get there a little bit earlier, and we have all of the information linked over at newson6.com. Kristen, Susan, thank you for being here. Good luck.
Thank you, Jess.
I love that you're bringing back something special to your hearts.
Thank you.
And to your hometown.